Could this be the most underrated country in the world? We didn't plan to stay this long, but El Salvador had other plans. What started as a stop on the map became a journey through color, story, and time. From green hills to black sand, from surf towns to silent volcanoes, every horizon pulled us forward. Is El Salvador worth the journey? Let's find out, because we got nowhere to be and everywhere to go.
Have you ever asked yourself, when is the right moment to start your own adventure? We choose ours and decided now is the moment. We are Andrea, Christian and Nacho. Together we are driving the longest road in the world, over 40,000 kilometers, from the Arctic Ocean to the southern tip of South America. This is the Pan American Highway. We're not rushing, we are here to catch every moment, every place and every story we find along the way. This isn't a break from life, this is life. Raw, real and better than we ever imagined.
Y vieron el amigo.
Saying goodbye after all this time wasn't easy. We loved every moment and are grateful for everything. But the road was calling us again. Our first destination was Surf City. The road twisted along the coast, cliffs dropping to the ocean below, waves crashing like a distant drum. Hills rolled in every shade of green, so dense the sunlight barely touched the ground, covering nearly 28% of the country. Tunnels carved through rock, black as night, swallowing the road before spitting us into the sunlight again. We hadn't expected El Salvador to be this green. It felt like driving through a forest that had grown from the sea itself.
So we started this morning, it was more or less afternoon, and the idea was to go to the beach. And the problem is it's so warm at the beach, so we decided to go a little bit uphill because there is a camp spot, and the road looks very
Bumpy?
adventurous. So yeah, 16 kilometers like this, takes maybe another hour. Yeah. How do you feel after the first day?
Well, what can I say? We forgot half of the stuff that we usually have to do in the car. Yeah, stuff still haven't found their way back
In the
where
right
they
spot.
were before. So it's complicated to. Let me put it like this. It's very easy to get used to having a big house again. It's very hard to get used to this again. Does it make sense?
To the small space.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Начните cuesta.
No idea what I'm doing. The moment of truth.
So in case you're wondering what we are doing here, like a cover for the lights, because in Honduras and Nicaragua are these lights illegal, and so we try to cover it with a nice fabric that we bought.
Because we had covers, but somebody threw them away.
I don't know nothing.
Ta-da! El Peñón rose from the landscape, 900 meters of jagged stone piercing the sky. Cornfields rolled around it in green and mustard yellow, a living reminder that 58% of the country is farmland. Now it was time to visit Surf City.
We're driving down to the coast, and what we see on the side of the road is a lot of spiders. Big ones.
Trichonephila clavipies. This spider, smaller than your hand, spins threads that glow golden in the light, each stronger than steel for its size, and stretching like nothing else. Scientists are experimenting with its silk to repair nerves, guide neurons, and even make super strong, biodegradable materials. Small, delicate, and yet quietly shaping the future.
El río fluye, nunca solo está, solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está.
Surf City is the brainchild of President Bukele, launched in 2019 with a bold vision to turn El Salvador's coastline into a world-class surfing destination. It is often seen as a sign of how much El Salvador is changing. Safer streets, growing tourism, and a coastline that's quickly becoming a magnet for surfers from around the world. Many locals have embraced the momentum, opening hostels, cafes, and surf school along the coast.
Very beautiful.
Very nice.
At the same time, not everyone views the transformation the same way. Some communities and environmental groups have raised concerns about rapid development, land use, and how to balance growth with sustainability. It's a complex picture, one of progress, opportunity, and the challenges that come with change. This fish market was one of the nicest ones we visited. The stalls were tidy and polished, and everything smelled of the sea, but in a fresh way.
Paso chips. Pero son sosa, inglés. Viene el gusto.
Tomatoes for $1. We got dragon fruit. 2 dragon fruits for $5. We got a fruit, I don't remember the name. We tasted. If you recognize it, I don't know what it is, but we don't like it. I'm sorry, but we don't like it.
First it's sour and then it's kind of bitter and
Yeah.
it's kind of
And we
funny to
got,
eat.
I have no idea what they are called in Spanish. We know them as maracuya.
Yeah.
We stopped at a spot that promised the perfect view of Puerta del Diablo.
Those leaves are bigger than you.
Yeah. But it's very nice to escape the heat again. Drove a little bit higher, and here is the La Puerta del Diablo. It's gonna be a nice night.
Around us, the forest came alive. Banana trees reached skyward, shampoo ginger and birds of paradise burst with color, and the lobster claw flowers hung like delicate ornaments. low clouds and drifting fog curled through the trees, wrapping the scene in a quiet, otherworldly hush. Puerta del Diablo, or the Devil's Door, rises as two massive volcanoes' rocks split apart, a natural gateway carved into the cliffs. Local legend says that centuries ago, the Renderos family's daughter, Maria de la Paz, was courted by the devil himself. One night he abducted her, but her father and neighbors gave chase. In the chaos, the devil fled, smashing through the rocks to escape, leaving the gap we see today. Some say he was banished forever. Others whisper that Maria survived, found later with a scapular in her hand, a sign of divine protection.
How do you like the traffic?
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot going on here, all around the car. And last time we were in San Salvador in the city, we saw the binaes and all this stuff, which was really nice. But when you drive through the city, on the other side, you see also the other face of the city, which is not so polished. And but this is just the reality. So you have always these two sides: the fancy side and the normal side. Which is
Our next stop is Suchitoto, a quiet colonial town in El Salvador that was once one of the world's biggest producer of indigo, the color they call Anil. I don't know if you notice it, but this road was super steep.
Hello.
So we are now in Suchitoto and drove yesterday from the nice spot in the jungle to this place. And yeah, it's a very lovely town.
Reminds me a bit of Antigua.
Yeah, it has especially
but less
because of the cobblestones here on the road and less touristy. I mean, they have tourists, but most of them are El Salvadorians, which are visiting the town. There is a special festival. It's called Anil.
Festival de Anil.
Festival de Anil, and this is what we're gonna visit now.
And we'll tell you what Anil is and the
Show
story
you what
behind
it means. Yes.
Centuries ago, this blue was worth more than gold. I never knew a color could be grown. But in Suchitoto, it's alive, breeding in the leaves of a small green plant called Anil. From these fields once came the blue that colored the world. the color that built fortunes and dressed empires. It all begins quietly, with farmers cutting the plants by hand. They carry the bundles to deep clay tanks, fill them with water, and let the leaves rest. There, hidden beneath the surface, something begins to happen. The water warms. Tiny bubbles rise. The smell changes. Part earth, part time, part mystery. That's the fermentation, when the leaf releases its secret. After a day, the water is drained and beaten rhythmically with wooden paddles. Hours of stirring, the sound echoing like breath. It's a dance between air and water, patience and touch. And slowly, almost shyly, the color begins to shift. What was green turns turquoise, then deepens, darkens until the first streak of true blue swirls through the water. At the bottom of the tank, the pigment settles like soft mud. They lift it out by hand, dry it in the sun, and press it into powder. And when they dip the fabric, it's still green, pale and ghostly. Indigo isn't just about the color, it's about what you leave untouched. Before the cloth meets the deep blue bath, every design that needs to stay white is carefully painted with a resist. The paste is translucent, almost like molten wax, glinting in the light as it spreads across the fabric. The artisan's hands move slowly, deliberately, tracing each line with precision. The paste shields the covered areas, letting them remain crisp and white against the ocean of blue. When they dip the fabric, it's still green, pale and ghostly. But as the cloth meets the air, something beautiful happens. It turns blue right before our eyes, deepening with every breath. It's pure alchemy, a color that's alive. The people of Suchitoto have been making blue this way for centuries, with patience, rhythm, and heart. And standing there, watching their hands work, you could feel the story of this land, the way it turns the simplest leaf into something eternal. The festival wasn't just about the color, it was about the people too. When we asked the police officer what everybody was waiting for, he explained that this organization was looking for volunteers to help clean the lake just outside Suchitoto. The streets buzzed with life, vendors selling indigo-dyed crafts, and in between we caught two lively fashion shows, a celebration of tradition, color, and community.
Sei guaste.
Ah, sí, sí, sí. Lo comimos con manzana.
Ah, ok.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, my love.
Cheers. It's kind of cocktail with a with a beer inside. Sounds really good. Gracias.
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 So, we are eating pupusas.
Pupusas for birthday dinner. So pupusas are basically like dough made of like dough bags with something inside and usually there is queso inside, the cheese, and some kind of meat, or sometimes they have also this, what is the name?
Loroco.
Loroco. It's like a little plant, and yeah, you can have them in different ways. So this one is, for example, with maize, or there is also one option with arroz, also with rice.
Mm-hmm. And they look like this.
They look like this.
So mine is with beans.
Beans.
Without cheese.
I have a lot of cheese. And you have like this salsa and all this salad, which is really nice. Typical El Salvadorian.
You have to eat them with your hands. So
Yes.
It's not us, it's
No.
the tradition. Before leaving Suchitoto, we made our way to the lake. Lake Suchitlán looks like something out of a dream. Calm, dark blue, endless. But this lake wasn't born of nature. It was created in the 1970s, when the Cerón Grand Dam flooded the valley of the Lempa River. Entire villages disappeared under the rising water. Today is the largest freshwater lake in El Salvador, a vast mirror of sky and memory stretching over 130 square kilometers. From above, it glows in shades of blue. But that beauty hides a quieter truth. It is now one of the most polluted lakes in Central America. The soft green carpet floating on its surface isn't magic. It's water lettuce, an invasive plant feeding on what we've poured into the lake: pollution, waste, and runoff from towns and farms. And it's hard not to feel a quiet sadness about it, because this place is so beautiful.
So we took one of these nice little shortcuts. Shortcuts are always good here. They are in kilometers or miles, they are shorter, but not in time. So, but the road is really nice, and you have this nice walls here with rocks and all this green stuff and water coming down, and it's really nice, really nice, very beautiful. Laguna Alegría. See? Che bonito. In the lagoon you have a little football field. It's nice, huh? Yeah.
How often in life do you have a chance to camp inside of an active volcano crater? This, my friends, is the Laguna Alegría, located within the crater of Tecapa volcano. The lake sits at 1,250 meters above sea level, and it's renowned for its striking emerald green waters, which are rich in sulfur and minerals. What stole our breath was the fog, inching across the valley like a soft whisper, curling around the trees and drifting over the lake until the whole place seemed suspended in a secret. According to local folklore, a beautiful mermaid resides in the lake's depths. She is said to lure handsome young men into the water, where they mysteriously vanish. Their bodies are believed to surface days later, lifeless and cold. This myth has been passed down through generations, adding an air of mystery to the already enchanting landscape of Laguna de Alegría. The legend has also been captured in modern literature. In his collection Timeless Stories of El Salvador, author Federico Navarrete recounts the tale of Siri, a Lenca woman kidnapped by a shaman named Lamani. After her escape, she is transformed into a mermaid, forever haunting the lake.
In case you're wondering, the volcano here is still active. Even the last eruption was in
1800?
1800, but you have like little flows here with very hot water, and it smells really intense, like rotten eggs. Yeah. And also the water in the lake is not cold, it's kind of comfortable warm, so which means the volcano is still active. Willst du da schauen? Ja, was ist da los? Huh? What's up? Yeah. So we just got pupusas from the little store behind us, and it was really nice. She made special pupusas for my wife without the queso. And we paid $2 for 4 pupusas. It's not a lot, no? Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, looking forward to eat it. This is our breakfast today. Really good. Yeah. And we have a lot of visitors all around us, of course, who would love to have also part of it, but we bought dog food, especially for the dogs here. Yep. I think these are the best pupusas I ever had in El Salvador. Because they are kind of light. Really good.
They are really good. It's messy to eat, but very good.
So we have a little dog party here. All the dogs are coming. Yeah. Huh? Good thing is Nacho is not jealous or something. So if you feed them, he's totally fine with it. And he's also okay if the dogs are around the car. So doesn't bother him at all. But if somebody, like a person, comes near to the car, he starts. Yeah.
And we named the little one Hazel.
Hazel. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah. It's sad to see them because they are very skinny and they don't get enough food, and we also saw that people are not treating them very good, like being kicked, even by children, which makes me very angry. So it's hard to see this.
Yeah.
Obviously, our friends missed us.
Solo Europeans.
We spent 2 more days with them, enjoying the cold weather and finally fitting in a game of badminton.
A week. So we stayed 1 whole week here. We had some really nice pupusas from the shop right here. And now we are leaving and visiting another place, maybe the Volcano place. The last 2 days we had a lot of rain. Also this morning it started at 2 a.m. and lasted until now. Now it's about 9:30. And yeah, but I think the rainy season is soon over.
We can't take them with us, but while we are there, we fill their bellies, we give them love and remind them someone cares, even if only for a moment. We spotted this campsite on Overlanding, a restaurant parking lot with a view of San Miguel volcano, though the volcano hid behind a blanket of fog. Soon enough, our first guest showed up.
Salvador.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
there it was, San Miguel Volcano.
Nacho, what's pasiet?
Yeah, but like the
like 10:30. I know, right? Listening to music.
You need to go to India during Christmas.
Are you going without me?
No.
Well, we are still in the rainy season.
That's really cool, driving on lava field. We had the last time in Guatemala, which was really cool, and this one is also very cool. And they collect rocks here to build houses.
And it's very bumpy.
Very bumpy. Very bumpy.
The camera girl is struggling.
Yep.
Our friends from yesterday recommended this spot. We camped on the lava fields of San Miguel Volcano, shaped by its recent 2023 eruption. The black rocks were streaked with bright red, glowing like molten veins frozen in motion, while tiny green plants pushed through the cracks, defiantly alive against the fire-scarred earth. Above us, the volcano rose silently, massive and powerful, a reminder that the ground beneath our feet had rolled only months ago. The air smelled faintly of sulfur, and the landscape felt alive, raw, beautiful, dangerous, and unforgettable. Our final destination in El Salvador was the Miradores del Pacifico. The cobblestone road curved its way through a dense forest of pines and palm trees, a striking and unexpected combination. The trail stretched over 7.7 kilometers, climbing 1,100 meters in altitude. From time to time, the trees parted just enough for us to catch glimpses of the Pacific, glinting in the distance like a promise.
Holy shit. Look at this view.
Holy shit, there.
How's the view?
The view is amazing. And this is the last spot that we visit in El Salvador.
Someone sad.
Yeah, get used to a country.
Oh, this island, it's a volcano actually, it's in Nicaragua. And those two, the bigger islands over there, are in Honduras. It's crazy, no?
This one and
That one and that one. So-
perfect.
Oscar.
Flat ones. And it's very good.
It's wild to think that what we planned as a 2-week stay became 3 months in El Salvador. And honestly, we wouldn't change a thing. This country surprised us with its landscape, volcanoes, the people, the food. Somewhere along the way, we felt at home, touched by the warmth of its people and the quiet rhythm of daily life. Every moment left its mark, and we are deeply grateful for each one. Now, standing at El Fin del Mundo, at the end of the world, well, it's not the end of the world, of course, but the close of our journey here, in a place that has quietly claimed pieces of us. Honduras and Nicaragua stretch in the distance, mountains and forests softened in a distant hazy blue. There is a gentle ache in leaving, a tug at the heart that refuses to be silenced. And yet, We carry El Salvador with us, in the gold of sunsets that linger stubbornly in memory, in laughter that still echoes, in the hush of mornings beside lakes and volcanoes, in the steady, unhurried rhythm that has rooted itself inside us. Thank you, El Salvador, for everything you showed us, everything you taught us, and for the way you will stay with us long after we are gone. And hey, if you made it all the way here, thank you. Every like, comment, share, and subscription helps more than you know. A special thank you to those of you supporting us through Super Thanks, Patreon, or in any other way. Thank you for being a part of our story. See you in the next one.